GB News have done it again. They've managed to expose another left-wing tendency inside the establishment. Recently, we showed you guys the one of the journalists and reporters of GB News who decided to go into Greenpeace's headquarters to expose their own hypocrisy and double standards without being invited, because they did the same thing when they went to Rishi Sunak's private property. But this video is actually about, oh dear, Irim Ali, who is a solicitor, immigration lawyer, but she's also a bit of a politician from the Labour Party, in case you didn't know, Newcastle Labour Party. She's actually a local councillor there, which we already exposed her and her background in a previous video, but she posted that video on TikTok saying, basically promoting, creating cases and false scenarios for illegal migrants, saying, well, if you're here illegally, I will help you, I will basically make sure you get your paperwork sorted, even if you're here illegally. So she wasn't addressing those with legitimate and genuine asylum cases and genuine political refugees. No, she was addressing those who are coming here primarily from France, economic migrants illegally entering the country. But that happened. But thanks to Ben Leo, who's actually a rising star right now in British journalism, and he's part of GB News and Dan Wootton's show. He's a program editor, but also he does obviously the street reportings and everything else. He decided to confront Irim Ali in a car park because she's a politician, and you have to, in a normal democracy, you are able to ask questions. This is not some sort of civilian, an innocent citizen who just has some opinions. I'm not really in favor of punching down, but punching up, definitely. So she's in the public eye. She holds public office, and but she decided to run away.
Irim Ali, hello. Sorry to bother you. Ben from GB News.
Yeah. I'm not interested. If I was, I would have returned your call.
How much money have you made from fixing Home Office applications for illegal migrants? Can you tell us? You said, have no fear, Irim Ali is here. I'll help anyone who is illegal without a valid visa, or anyone who's overstayed their visa using human rights loopholes. You charge £1,500 for business sponsor licences. Is that what's paid for your nice Mercedes with a private number plate? Is this Labour policy to do what you're doing? Have you got anything to say? Do you want the boats to stop?
I mean, I love how the Labour politicians think that they are immune from scrutiny, saying, well, I'm not interested in answering questions from journalists. Well, it's not really up to you. You hold public office, you coward.
What is the face of a coward? The back of his head as he runs from the battle.
Now, this issue is extremely important right now because there are legitimate questions to ask from the Labour Party in terms of not just the fact that they share the same opinion and views as a lot of extremist groups and Careful Calais, a lot of the left-wing charities, left-wing lawyers, but they also have direct links. How many times do we have to expose so many Labour candidates and Labour politicians? Yesterday we exposed the new candidate for Mid Bedfordshire, who is connected to the eco-militant activists, extremist groups, and even his partner works for Greenpeace or whatever. But no, they think they are immune. Imagine if you're the Prime Minister, like Rishi Sunak, and you're a journalist, you go to the Prime Minister saying, can you answer some questions? And he would just say, I'm not really interested. The way she said it. I mean, you can't do that. Not in a democracy. You chose public life. You are now, obviously, you cannot be immune from public scrutiny. Now, the government are saying that we are working to tackle these issues and all these rogue lawyers. I hate that they keep saying rogue lawyers. There is a massive problem right now in the legal sector and the culture that we have. There's so many of these immigration law firms who are doing the exact same thing. It's not really a couple of rogue lawyers, and it's been going on for years and years. There's nothing new. But the government have announced a task force to prosecute immigration lawyers who facilitate false claims. So obviously it's the right move, and obviously I will say thank you, well done, Home Office and Suella Braverman. But if you watched the last video that we uploaded, actually the first video we uploaded today about the Electoral Commission, because the Electoral Commission was hacked, cyber attack and everything else. Then after that, now that they've announced that we've been hacked, they said, well, now we're going to improve our systems. It's the same thing with these guys at the Home Office saying, now we're going to go after the rogue lawyers. Why do you have to be reactionary? This has been going on for years. You knew, if I knew, and if you guys watching this knew that it's been going on for years, surely the politicians that we have, surely civil servants that we have, they knew. Everybody knew. Why do you have to wait for a scandal to become public and big national news for you guys to finally decide maybe we should do something about it? Maybe it's because you don't actually mean to do anything about it. Now you've been forced to do because we've been exposing it. It shouldn't be like this. We should be more proactive as a nation rather than reactionary. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.